Stop letting your employees leak company secrets to ChatGPT. You're losing control, and you probably don't even know it. You see AI popping up everywhere, and your team is probably already using it. But just letting everyone use whatever public tool they find is like leaving the front door of your office wide open with all your confidential files sitting on the table. In this video, I'm not just going to tell you about this problem, I'm going to show you how to build your own secure private AI platform right inside your company. We'll go step by step from a simple, safe chat tool for everyone to use, all the way to creating an automated army of AI workers that do the most boring, time-sucking tasks for you, so your team can focus on what actually matters. Right now, your company is likely in the Wild West phase of AI. Your marketing team might be using one tool to write social media posts. Your developers might be feeding your company's secret code into another to get help with debugging. And your sales team could be pasting customer data into a third to draft emails. Everyone is doing their own thing. This creates a few massive problems. First, security and privacy. When an employee pastes confidential information like unreleased financial data, proprietary source code, or a list of your top clients into a public AI tool, you have no idea where that data goes. You're basically handing your company's crown jewels to a stranger, hoping they'll be nice. This is how devastating leaks happen, and it's a huge, unnecessary risk. Second, there's no consistency or governance. You have no idea if the AI is giving good advice or bad advice. There's no way to share what works. A brilliant prompt that one employee discovers and that could save the entire company hours of work every week just stays with them, lost on their computer. And third, you can't measure the return on investment (ROI). You're paying for multiple different subscriptions, and your employees are spending time using these tools, but you have no real way of knowing if it's actually making the company more productive or efficient. Is it helping, or is it just a fun distraction? You're flying blind. So, how do you fix this? You start by building a foundation. Think of it as your own private, secure walled garden for AI. This is your company's personal chat layer. The goal here is simple. Give your employees a single, safe place to access the power of large language models, LLMs. Instead of going out to a dozen different websites, they come to one internal portal that you control. An amazing way to do this is with open source tools like LibreChat or OpenWebUI. Think of these tools as a universal remote for AI. It can connect to all the best AI brains out there, like the ones from OpenAI, Google, or Anthropic through their APIs. But from your employee's perspective, it's just one simple, clean chat interface. They don't need to know or care about what's happening behind the scenes. This solves our first problem immediately. Because you control the platform, you can ensure that all conversations are private and secure. No more leaking confidential data. But it gets better. With a central platform, you can create a shared library of prompts. Imagine a company-wide cookbook of proven AI recipes. You could have a standard prompt for creating perfectly formatted user stories for your tech team. You could have a template for drafting sales outreach emails that follow your brand's voice. You could have a go-to prompt for summarizing meeting transcripts into a few bullet points. This isn't just about control, it's about making everyone better and faster. And now, you can finally start to measure things. It's tough to measure the ROI of a generic chat conversation, but you can get creative. For example, you could set up an integration so that when someone uses the Create a User Story prompt, it automatically creates a new card in your project management tool, like Jira or Azure Boards. By counting how many cards were created using the AI tool, you can start to get a real, tangible idea of the time and effort being saved. Okay, a secure chat layer is a fantastic start. It tames the chaos and gives you a solid foundation. But the real, mind-blowing value, the kind of stuff that transforms a business, comes from building specific, custom AI applications that solve your company's unique and most painful problems. Let me tell you a story about the company I work for. This company often competes for large contracts from public institutions. To do this, they have to respond to these things called calls for proposals, which are basically massive, incredibly dense PDF documents without a specific pattern. Before they can even decide to compete, this single document has to be read and approved by at least 5 different departments: legal, commercial, operations, customer service, and more. Each department has to read every single paragraph to make sure the company can meet all the requirements. It's a slow, painful, and repetitive process. Even worse, because it took so long, they had actually missed the deadlines for some really valuable contracts. They were literally losing money because their paperwork process was too slow. Furthermore, all business knowledge is in people's heads. All it takes is for one important person to go on vacation for the process to stall. This is where the idea of an in-house AI platform goes from a nice to have to a must have. They decided to build a team of AI agents to do this work for them. Using an open source framework called Crewai, they created a multi-agent system. Think of it like assembling a team of superheroes where each hero has a specific power. They created a legal eagle agent. Its job was to read the document and analyze only the legal clauses, checking for any potential risks or contractual traps. They created an operations whiz agent. It focused only on the operational requirements to see if the company had the capacity to deliver the work. They created a commercial guru agent to check if the opportunity was financially viable, and so on for each department. They fed all their existing business knowledge into a shared knowledge base that these agents could access. Now, when a new call for proposals comes in, they just upload the PDF. The AI agent team gets to work. They read the document once, and each specialized agent performs its analysis automatically and in parallel. What used to take weeks of manual work by highly paid humans is now done in minutes. They get a clear verdict: yes, we can compete, and here's why, or no, we can't, and here are the specific clauses that are a problem. They never miss a deadline anymore. This is a perfect example of generating massive operational efficiency. It's not about asking a chatbot a question, it's about automating a complex, critical business process from end to end. Now you might be thinking, that sounds amazing, but we don't have a team of genius AI developers. The good news is, you don't need to start with the most complex solution. You can think of building your in-house AI platform in tiers. For simple, quick projects, you can use low-code tools like 8n, Flowiz, or Langflow. Think of these as digital Legos. They let you visually connect different blocks to build automated workflows. You can quickly prototype an idea, schedule processes, and integrate with your company's internal systems without writing much, if any, code. It's perfect for testing a concept and deciding if it's worth building a more robust version later. For highly complex projects like the AI agent team we just talked about, you'll want to use more powerful, code-based frameworks like LangGraph or Crewai. These give you the ultimate flexibility to build sophisticated multi-step AI systems that can reason, plan, and execute complex tasks. This is your heavy machinery. As you start building these powerful tools, two final pieces of the puzzle become essential: tracking and cost management. First, you need a tool like Langfuse. Think of this as the central dashboard or electricity meter for your entire AI operation. It tracks everything. It shows you exactly how much each AI call is costing you, so you can understand the financial impact of your products. And just as importantly, when something breaks or the AI gives a weird result, Langfuse gives you a detailed log so you can easily debug the problem. Second, as more developers in your company start building and testing things, you'll need a way to manage all their requests for API keys. A tool like LiteLLM acts as a smart proxy or a central key master. It can generate virtual keys for your developers and route all the requests through one place. This lets you control costs and monitor usage without creating a bottleneck. So, building your own in-house AI platform isn't some futuristic dream. It's a practical step-by-step process. You start with a secure foundation to stop the chaos, then you identify your biggest pain points and build targeted, automated solutions that deliver a massive return. You're not just using AI, you're building an engine for innovation that is owned and controlled by you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe.